MG was the first budget brand to embrace full electric powertrain technology. Now, it's also the first budget brand to offer plug-in hybrid tech, and you can have it on the company's mid-range HS SUV, which we reckon is a very underrated family crossover. It's quick and can be driven in full electrified form for up to 32 miles.
The Chinese are coming, with a little help from British brand heritage. Now, MG is one of Britain's fastest growing car brands, and its progress has been helped by an early adoption of electrified technology. First with the full EV version of the compact ZS crossover, and now with this plug-in variant of the larger HS model. This is significant for the mid-sized SUV market, which has seen a glut of plug-in hybrids launched in recent times, all at rather over-ambitious prices. This plug-in HS isn't inexpensive either, but its £30,000 price tag makes it by far the most affordable car of its kind in its segment. Like the ordinary HS, this plug-in version uses a turbocharged 1.5 litre four-cylinder petrol engine, but in this case, the power plant in question is a fair bit more sophisticated. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox and works with a 90 kilowatt electric motor hitched to a 4-speed drive unit and powered by a 16.6 kilowatt hour battery pack. Together, the motor and the engine combine to provide 10 electronically controlled gear ratios, which seek to always provide the optimal gear combination. When the battery pack is fully charged, a WLTP-rated pure electric range of 32 miles is apparently possible, which in urban conditions, MG says can be stretched to 43 miles. The plug-in hybrid powertrain has a maximum output of 258 PS and 370 Nm of torque, and that's enough to get the car to 60 in 6.9 seconds on the way to a top speed of 118 miles an hour. Now, because this is a front-driven only model, you shouldn't expect to be able to engage in any serious off-road shenanigans. The relatively restricted ground clearance doesn't allow for that anyway. And given the extra weight of all the electrical hardware, you shouldn't expect ride and handling to be cutting edge, although typical family buyers will probably be quite satisfied. Visually, there are no significant changes to the plug-in version of this HS, unless you spot different badging and the extra charging flap. At first glance, you really wouldn't pigeonhole this as a model from a budget brand. In fact, there are elements of Mercedes GLC in the curved, sculpted looks. At the front, the latest iteration of MG's Stellar Field grille frames the largest MG logo yet. And at the rear, twin tailpipes and an aluminium lower bumper add a sporty finish. Inside, if you class match the interior against, say, a Qashqai or an Attica, you'll agree with MG that space is class leading. Headroom's good too, even with the panoramic sunroof fitted. Up front, there's a much higher quality dash than you might be expecting. The seats could be a little more supportive, and the indicator stalks do feel a bit plasticky, but on the debit side, that's about it. There aren't many buttons. Most features have been relocated to this large 10.1-inch centre dash infotainment touchscreen, which is compatible with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. In the rear, there's room for a couple of adults to sit comfortably. Out back, MG has managed to package in the hybrid mechanicals without a significant effect on luggage room, and as a result, there's a decently sized 448 litre boot. Now, that capacity is measured up to the window line. Pricing for this mid-sized family SUV plug-in model starts at around £30,000 for the base Excite version and rises to around £32,500 for the plusher exclusive model. Both get lots of kit. The Excite comes with 18-inch Hurricane diamond-cut alloy wheels, leather-style trim, electrically adjustable heated front seats, auto headlamps and wipers, keyless entry, dual-zone climate control, a 10.1-inch colour touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple Apple CarPlay smartphone mirroring, a 360-degree parking camera and silver roof rails. The more upmarket exclusive trim adds a power-operated tailgate, a panoramic sky roof, full leather upholstery with ambient interior lighting, metal sports pedals, an electrically adjustable passenger seat and LED bifunction headlamps with sequential LED turn signals. There's also an MG Pilot package of camera safety equipment, including active emergency braking, forward collision warning, lane keep assist, blind spot detection and adaptive cruise control. MG Pilot also includes traffic jam assist. Now that enables the car to automatically follow the car in front at speeds below 35 miles an hour, automatically steering, braking and accelerating within the same lane. Now if the car in front comes to a complete stop, so will the MG HS, and if it moves away within a short period of time, then the HS will do the same. Now we weren't especially impressed by the efficiency figures of the ordinary MG HS, but of course with this one things are vastly better. MG reckons that this HS PHEV will deliver a combined cycle fuel reading of 155.8 mpg and 43 grams per kilometre of CO2. Now we briefed you in our driving section on the all-electric range. It's WLTP rated at 32 miles or 43 miles in urban conditions. That's of course when the battery is fully charged, and that's a process that'll take 3 hours when the car is plugged into a 7 kilowatt wall box charger, and that's the kind of thing that you'll have to get installed in your garage. What about other running cost issues? Well, like all versions of this MG, this one comes with an impressive 7-year, 80,000 mile warranty as standard, which is better than most rival brands can offer. Now you might be aware that rival Kia offers their 7-year, 100,000 mile package, but MG still reckons its deal is preferable because it's backed up by full factory support throughout, whereas direct manufacturer support for rival warranties declines the longer they go on. Now in many cases they don't go on too long. Many competitors still limit you to a 3-year backup package, a few offer 5 years. MG does better, and this is the brand putting its money where its mouth is. We've complained for some time that pricing for mid-sized plug-in hybrid SUVs is far too expensive, so the arrival of this HS plug-in model is welcome. It is a pity that the asking figure couldn't have got closer to the £25,000 mark, which was mooted when this car was first revealed at the 2020 Chinese Motor Show in Jiangsu, but around £30,000 is still great value when rivals are up around the £40,000 mark or even more. With other PHEVs in this class, you often feel that the manufacturers' hearts aren't really in it, that those variants are only really in the range to drive down the lineup's combined CO2 reading, that the makers in question don't really care too much about how many they're going to actually sell. In contrast, MG absolutely expects to shift this electrified HS in decent global volumes and has priced the car to do just that. Plug-in hybrid tech may not have a very long shelf life. Some European countries reckon it might be banned by 2035, but right here, right now, it's a great option for many family buyers. And if you agree, then you need to try this car.